This is an edit demo for face swap. So first you need to download the picture. Here it is. So I'm going to hit the three dots, open a new window. Then I hit the download option. It's downloading. I open it, double click, and it'll open it in Photoshop. So here is the picture. So I need to use the rectangular marquee to select the bride's head and neck. Here's the rectangle marquee. I'm going to click and drag and select a lot of the bride. And I need to make sure I'm on the bride smile layer. Then I'm going to hit Command J, and it makes a new layer of the bride smile. Hit the eyeball to turn off layer 2. Whoops. So I turned off the bride smile. Turn the opacity down on the top layer of the bride's face so that you can line them up. So I'm going to zoom in a little. I'm on the copy I just made. Here's the opacity. I'm going to turn it down a little so I can go to my move tool and line up her face with the other one. You can also use the arrow keys because I want to line up all of her so that it blends better. So that's pretty well lined up. See how it's pretty spot on for where her eyes are? Now I'm going to turn it back up to 100 and add a layer mask. So I'm going to go to opacity and turn it all the way up. And then I'm going to add this thing called a layer mask, and it's going to make the whole thing, it's going to allow me to erase and bring it back without destroying the picture. So if I make a mistake, I can always undo it. All right, then I'm going to invert the layer mask so it goes black and you can't see it anymore. So here's my layer mask. These little brackets are around it. I'm going to hit Command I to invert it. Now it went away. I can't see it. Now we're going to use the brush tool on the layer mask to show the bride's smiling face. So this is the brush tool. You need to make sure you're set to default black and white. So that's this right here. And then I'm going to zoom in. I am on the layer mask. And as I paint, you see it's bringing back her face. So you basically just want to paint her face back in. You can see where her neck is not quite right. So I'm just going to erase down to here. And her smiling face is back. Then I'm going to turn on and off this eyeball and see if there's any weird little things that I need to fix. So the hair kind of hides imperfections. And they're her smiley faces. So now we have the smiling groom and the smiling bride. And then if you make a mistake, I can switch to black and it'll bring back the old picture. So say I want to bring her hair back. That looks better to me. And then I need to take a screenshot. So Command-Shift-4 to take a screenshot. I also want to save it. File. I'm going to save it as a copy because I don't want to save over my original. And then you would put it on your desktop. Remember, if you can't see this, it's a little thing. Save. And then you turn the screenshot into Google Classroom. So you want both the bride and the groom to have their eyes open. And when you turn on and off this layer, there shouldn't be any weird little discrepancies that stick out. Like I can see it right here, but she doesn't have like 2 ears or whatever. This is a common mistake people make, is she ends up with like a not aligned ear or like 2 earrings or whatever. So you got to make sure it's like lined up pretty. Happy editing.